Hi, I'm Helen McElvain-Johnston. I own my own truck. It's a 2003 Peterbilt, and I am leased to a chemical tanker company. When I started with CRST, and I went through their training class, and then I went through the training at CRST for 6 months, and then I became a trainer for CRST.
And how was that?
It was different. I had a problem with being able to train the men. It was my best part. The women were a problem with me sometimes because of the reason they were out there. You got to remember that you're out here driving a truck and not trying to meet up with men and stuff. They need to be more into what they're going to do and be able to do what we do out here. We need to stick together as women, and the only way to do that is to be able to do our job. The women need to be able to stick together in the industry, be able to do things even sometimes better than the men, so that we have pride in what we do.
So women that come out and do truck hopping, as we call it, give all the women a bad name.
Yeah, they give women a bad name when they try to find other people out there, or find the men, find their boyfriend, trying to jump from truck to truck. This is not something to be played around with. It is serious. And you have to be very careful with what you do. You can't get your mindset on something else. You have to set it on what your goal is.
Hi, I'm Alison. I am an owner-operator. A flatbed is one flat, like a skateboard. Everyone calls them skateboards. And a drop deck I've got 11 feet on my top deck, and then it drops down to the bottom deck, which is 37 feet long, where I can haul higher, taller freight. So if my trailer is 3 feet off the ground on the bottom, I can haul something that's 10 foot 6 inches tall on the bottom deck of my trailer and still be legal within the 13.6 legal regulation height of a commercial vehicle. I learned how to turn wrenches. Always take it slow and easy, and always respect curves and fog. I was always taught to always respect curves and fog.
Hi, I'm Sandi Talbot. I'm 71 years old. I started driving 34 years ago, and I have hauled hazmat, I've hauled radioactive, I've hauled produce, I haul meat now, and my truck currently has over 1.5 million miles, which these I put on myself in this truck, but I have over 4 million miles of driving. After my husband had his leg amputated, I had 40,000 pounds of Class A bombs, and I got in evening traffic to get in to deliver them. And I looked at him and I said, 18 months ago, somebody would have told me I would have been in this traffic. I would have told them to rush to the nearest neurosurgeon they could find, because there was definitely something wrong with their brain. I could not believe I was really doing that. I bought this truck in August of 1995, And then in March of 1997, he had his left leg amputated below the knee. And we drove as team, and then after he had his amputation, I had to drive for a year and cared for him on the truck because he wouldn't allow anybody else to take care of him. And then he did get a waiver and was allowed to drive, but I didn't allow him to drive very much after that because his vision became poor. But yes, and that's why I say this truck, I did most all the driving from the time I bought this truck. So it's got, like I said, over 1.5 million miles, and most of those I have put on myself. Learn to be aware of all of your surroundings. Remember where you are and take a look around before you get out of the truck. Always lock your truck. My advice is if you have to fuel at the time you're going to take your 10-hour break, wait until after your break is over to fuel. That way somebody's not going to zap all the fuel out of your tank while you're sleeping.